Hello friends and welcome to Woollen Hearted. My name is Fran. I live in the southwest of France in the Pyrenees and I am a natural dyer, sometimes, a spinner, a lot, a knitter, a crocheter, and I hope sometime this year to begin dressmaking again. And this is my little corner of YouTube where I invite you in and tell you about things I'm doing. I'm not a very regular podcaster, but I do enjoy it when I have the time, and I also really enjoy activities like Vlogmas, where during a month I make little films about day-to-day life and I share them here. And I thought it would be fun, as we're now in April. That's the church bells, hope you can hear them. Now we're in April, I thought it would just be fun to pick up the camera every day, film little bits and bobs, and then put them together into a few little standalone episodes, and just, bring you along at the start of this new month. April is a special month for me because it's my birthday month, and it's sort of the start of a season of spring birthdays for me and my little family. And this year as well, it's quite exciting because there's going to be a fibre knitting festival show in Toulouse, which is the nearest big city to where I live. It's about 2.5 hours away by train, and it's going to be taking place in a couple of weeks' time, and I'm hoping I might be able to go. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't matter, but I would really like to go. It's the first year and I've never been to any kind of show or festival like this. I've been to some more festivals in the past, and they're very much like local artisans, local sheep breeds, lots of wool, natural dyeing, spinning, but very like rural, and you could almost say rustic maybe. And this one is quite different. It's in the city and there's going to be all different kinds of exhibitors coming from mostly southwest, I think, but it looks like some of them are going to be coming from quite far. So I'm really looking forward to that, but also not getting too excited just in case it doesn't happen. And then the other thing is near the end of the month, when the children will be on school holidays, Easter holidays, we will be going to my mother-in-law's, and we'll be going there by train, and it will just be a nice change of scenery, and I thought it'd be fun to bring you along on that. So yeah, here I am, no expectations, no pressure. If I only make one video and then I stop, that's fine. And yeah, I'm just excited to pick up the camera again. So grab something warm and cozy, or something for a warmer day if you can, and yeah, I'm going to bring you along on the first few days of April. See you again. Bye. I have a new whip on my needles. I wonder, can you guess what it is? I'm making it with some yarn that I hand spun earlier in the year. I think maybe end of February, early March, and it's a beautiful yarn to work with. I'm just having so much fun with this whip. It's been a long time since I last felt so caught up in a project, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really easy to get into a rhythm. The first few rows, it just takes a while to work it out and get it into your head, but I'm finding it really good to work with pen and paper. That's the best way for me to keep track of what I'm doing, and it's really satisfying every time I get to the end of a row and I tick off where I am. I'm just really enjoying it, and I've been putting stitch markers to just track my progress, and as you can see it's knitting up quite well. Here's that yarn that I am making it from. It started out with 84 grams, and I'm intending to knit until I've run out. Here is my little ragdoll Poppy. She's my knit companion at the moment. She's a little doll I made 7 or 8 years ago now, I think, whilst I was pregnant with my daughter, and I made her as part of the Magic 3 Mal, which is organised by Mimi of Yarn Chicks podcast. And well, it's end of the afternoon and it's time to put the knitting down and start preparing our evening meal. We are mainly vegetarian. We do eat a little bit of fish in our diet, and tonight I'm making a vegetable bolognese. So I'm using leeks from the farmer's market and some lentils, some brown lentils that we have been soaking overnight. And then to this I will add some tinned chopped tomatoes and some tomato pulp that we get from our local food cooperative. It feels a little bit odd filming me going about my daily routine. I have found in the past vlogging not always very natural, because I think, well, who's interested in seeing the food I'm making, my jobs, my things that are nothing to do with knitting. And yeah, it's also showing you my messy kitchen, the reality of life with 2 small children. So yeah, it's a new step for me. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it, but I'm willing to give it a go, see where it goes. Let me know if you find this interesting or not. This is our kitchen, our very small kitchen, in comparison to the rest of our home, which is actually fairly big compared to some of the other flats where we live here. I can see that the recycling needs to be taken out. That's generally my husband's job. He'll do that part, and I'm starting to look after the compost again. We're very lucky to have a collective compost out in the garden area, which we are sharing with all the residents, and it's actually organised by a local recycling and composting association, which we are members of. And my husband is actually the responsible person for the compost. So yeah, that's really fun job. We wish we had an opportunity to have a allotment space in our village, but sadly at the moment there's no allotments available, although in some other nearby villages it is possible. So yeah, we do hope one day we would have a garden space for us to grow our own vegetables. We have had that opportunity in the past, but yeah, it's not always easy. Well, this looks like it's ready to eat now. Just gotta wait for the pasta to cook, but whilst I'm doing that, I will lay the table. And yeah, this is the end of our day. Time to eat our food, and then it will be homework, brushing our teeth, stories, and bedtime. So looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, and yeah, for now, bon appétit!
birthday to you. Anniversaire, joyeux anniversaire, joyeux anniversaire.
Can you see? That's the guard dog. The old one is the noisy one. The young one is the curious one. And these are the sheep. Strange, because some of them have been shorn already. But I'm wondering, because they've got that hair on the front, if they're not the local breed. It'd be lovely if they were. Some lambs. I know these ones are Tuscaners. Oh, I've decided to do the shorter but much deeper walk. So I'm about halfway through, and can you hear those birds? Oh, it's lovely. I love this little spot of woodland. And I thought I'd just have a little knit pause just to catch my breath. So as you may have noticed, I am knitting one of those scarves. that are very popular at the moment. This is day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm knitting with some of my own hand spun that I spun up in February, March I think. Unfortunately I cannot remember what the fibre was. I had taken it out of its little bag before I spun it, and I can't remember. All I can tell you is it's a British breed and it's some kind of long wool because the staple length was very long. I spun 84 grams of it. I was surprised that there wasn't 100 because usually I do. Sorry, being distracted by a leaf. Usually I spin up 100 grams, but I didn't on this one. And I wanted to use it straight away. And I really wanted to knit this pattern, the Sophie shawl or the Sophie scarf, because in February we had the wonderful experience of my brother coming to visit us with my 3 nieces. And the youngest niece is the same age as my son, so she'll be coming up for 11 this year. And the 2 older nieces are in their early to late 20s, and my nieces are half Danish, and that's better, and they actually live in the city where Petite Knit lives, and my eldest niece is really into knitting, and we had some lovely exchanges talking about knitting and patterns. And I've wanted to make Sophie shawl for a little while, Sophie scarf, sorry. I think 3 years ago I bought the pattern and I took it to hospital with me, and I was wanting to cast it on there. I did actually cast it on with some of my sash vent, but it was just too hard to focus on. I just didn't. It's so easy, I see now, with the increasing, but I just couldn't. It was beyond me, and so I wanted to make myself one to kind of show that, yeah, I can knit it now. I wanted to knit it with some hand spun that I made around the time my nieces were here, and I wanted to make a Danish design just for that memory. So I'm way past the normal increase time. I think it's okay to just keep knitting until I've got half my yarn left, and I'm not quite there yet. I've got about another 10 or 12 grams left to knit, so I'm really enjoying this. And I don't often jump on bandwagons when it comes to knitting. I kind of just do my own thing, but I just fell in love with this yarn and I really wanted to make a small scarf. And partly the reason is because on the 18th and 19th of April there will actually be a knitting knitting festival in Toulouse, which is my nearest big city. It's about 2.5 hours away, and it's the first weekend of the school holidays, and it's very possible that we might go. Just got to work out a few logistics. I wouldn't be able to go on my own. We'd take the train, but even so at the moment I'm not able to be fully on my own doing that. So my husband would come with the children, basically. So as long as we can find something fun for them to do while I would be at the show, then I'm going. And I imagine it'll be quite hot in there. I don't want to knit myself. I don't have time to knit myself anything special, but I thought if I could make a hand spun little neckerchief for me that I could wear even if it's just at the beginning. I thought that would be really fun, and I just love the way this shade goes with this beautiful dress, because this is the dress I would probably wear for the day. Anyway, time is ticking on. It's 10 to 3 and I want to have enough time to just have a proper sit and knit before I have to pick up my daughter, because the rest of the afternoon, evening is going to be busy. So yeah, I'm gonna head on and see you back home for a cup of tea. So I did decide to do some jobs actually before I have my proper sit down. I find on a Friday afternoon I have a wave of energy that I don't often have at the beginning of the week. And it's Fridays, I feel very motivated to try to get the house a little bit straight before the weekend begins and the chaos ensues. So I've got the washing machine on, I'm just washing up, clearing up, and then I will prepare the topping for the pizza. So it's now 3:30 nearly. No, I think I'll just do the washing up and then I will go and get I'll have a sit and a knit and then go and get my daughter. I think I'll do the next part when they're home. There's no rush. But yeah, a little cup of tea just for a moment. And I'm very excited because I found my pinny again. I have had this pinny since I was 16. My mum gave it to me. She had the same, I'm not sure if she still does. And I used to wear it a lot, and then we moved a few times and it's got lost in the boxes, and yeah, it's so practical to just wear an apron. I don't know why I didn't get it out again earlier, but the only problem with this one is it is a little bit tight. I used to be able to tie the strap around at the moment. So yeah, I might try to at some point make myself another one. But yes, going into the weekend with some plans for the next few days, hoping that we'll be able to spend as much time as possible outside. And tomorrow is the market, and I'm hoping to go this time, the weekly farmers market. It's been a while since that was my routine to be part of the weekly shop, and I'm trying to get out of the house and the village a little bit at the moment. It's one of my kind of goals. So right, back to washing up.